What is interesting to explore is where most of you are getting traffic to your websites from social media venues. And surprise, surprise, most of your visitors from social media networks are not coming in from Facebook. They're coming in from LinkedIn and Wikipedia. I am not going to dwell on Wiki for a long time, other than to say that you should really take a close look at your profile and make sure that your company is well represented in that venue. You can affect how your company profile and is demonstrated there. I do want to focus on LinkedIn, and we'll make some comments on Facebook and Twitter a bit later. And why do we want to talk about LinkedIn? Perhaps because it is the lowest hanging fruits. Most of your employees are there already, and most of your customers and potential customers' employees are already on LinkedIn. I'd like to refer to, or at least think of LinkedIn as the great demystifier. With a very few clicks of the button, and mystical company is no longer mystical for me, for most of us. We quickly can see who among our friends, our colleagues, works at SAP. So all of a sudden, your company takes on a human face. And we all know that at the end, it's a people's business. We can see their field of specialty. We can use them to find others within the SAP family, and I'm using SAP as an example merely because it's one of the ISBM members, to tunnel through to other people with whom we may have an interest in communicating, whether they are in the technology, whether they are in sales, whether they are within customer service. I will tell you that some of our customers are using LinkedIn almost exclusively to prospect for new customers. And so LinkedIn breaks the barriers. And although LinkedIn was once viewed as the platform for career advancement or career development, it has prospered and has morphed into something very, very different. Not that it's not a good place to look for new opportunities, but it has also incorporated a very important feature, and that is the LinkedIn groups, which allow you, your colleagues, to demonstrate your expertise, your leadership in various topics relevant to your industry, relevant to your customers. And beyond that, they can lead discussions, they can really shine. So how do you get onto LinkedIn very, very quickly? The first stage is probably by opening a company profile. It's fairly straightforward. Make sure that your company is covered in the best possible light, and proceed on to encourage your employees to join. Don't take it for granted that just because your coworkers have a LinkedIn profile that they will automatically be associated with your company profile. Double check and make sure that that is the case. Also try to make sure that your company cross-links employees with other coworkers. The bigger your presentation is, the easier it is for people external to your company to find the right person or to get the right introduction to a resource within your company that may help them address a problem that your company is an expert in. Another consideration is to formally link your LinkedIn profile to your website. And I would like to focus on one very, very important issue, and that is encourage your employees to become moderators and ultimately influencers in the various discussion groups that are relevant to your customers, to your industry, to your regulatory environment. And with that influence, your entire company stature expands and brings value. LinkedIn is a wonderful venue, but LinkedIn is a venue outside your own control. I would like to suggest to you that you expand this topic of conversations, of content, by incorporating that content under your own umbrella by creating blogs. Blogs are an exceptionally productive area for you to engage your customers, to engage your potential customers, for customers to find you, to find your resources, and to find solutions. Not everybody needs to be on the blog. Find the right department, find the right employees to blog and support them. It's an opportunity, once again, to establish not only their own expertise, but your brand's expertise in providing solutions to the marketplace.
Ron, could I go ahead and ask a question that came from the audience?
Sure.
It seems that this person is expressing they're getting a lot of pressure from their legal department on not having employees make comments on things such as LinkedIn and blogs. Any suggestions on how to get around that? Because obviously you're showing a great example here with Indium on how they're actively having, I guess, subject knowledge experts participate. Any suggestions?
Well, you know, Mary, we are actually in the midst of this conversation with an active customer of ours in the pharmaceutical industry. The rules are changing, yet the legal department seems to be a little behind the time. They're very conservative. And for companies like that, one of the key steps on the road to blogging is to define the boundaries, what you can and cannot talk about. Mm-hmm. You certainly don't want to talk about confidential research that you're doing or a new product that you're keeping under wrap. By defining the boundaries, you are defining what is outside and what is inside, and therefore what is permissible. But at the end of the day, your competition, to a large extent, is going to also determine whether your legal department becomes more lenient or liberal because your competitors are blogging and blogging effectively and sharing their value and expertise. And if you are left behind, you are left behind.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that may even be a good approach, is making sure that legal is aware of what the competitors are doing.
Legal must be in concert with the marketing side.
Yeah.
Exactly. One of the points we'll make down the road in this presentation is that one of the first steps to take is to start by listen. Listen to what the chatter is in your industry. And if you can bring live examples of things that fly within that environment, within that industry or a specific discussion, that could probably be reverse engineered by the
right.
legal department to see what can be made or be regulated to that brand or to that company.
And this is exactly the topic of a presentation we're working on for a meeting with both the marketing and the legal department of one of our customers next week. It's very clear that the competitors are taking advantage of it and are redefining our customers' perception of what is permissible and what is not permissible and what they should and shouldn't do.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay.